Some people will never experience the gift you are because they can't deal with the packaging you come in. Michael, you don't put expensive gifts in raggedy packages. And the reason God built you the way you are is because he knew if certain people got access to your gift, they would have manipulated your gift for evil. So God gave you a year of a nasty attitude to develop you in private before people who would take advantage of you got exposed to your gift. I need somebody all over this room to just shout, I'm gifted.
Yes. Come into the room, please like, share, and subscribe.
I didn't get my gift from
we gotta
Miles.
talk about the thrifts and the things that's about to happen in business.
I didn't get it from my daddy. What I got on the inside of me came from the Holy Spirit. And if the Holy Spirit gave it to me, it ain't a devil in hell or a hater on earth that can take what God got from me. They can lie on you, talk about you, leave you, break up with you, get back with you, and after you done crying, your gift still gonna be there. If I'm a gift, the reason people don't appreciate you fully, because every great gift comes in a wrap. And some people will never experience the gift you are.
Good morning.
Because they can't deal with the packaging you come in. Michael, you don't put expensive gifts in raggedy packages. And the reason God built you the way you are is because he knew if certain people got access to your gift, they would have manipulated your gift for evil. So God gave you a year of a nasty attitude to develop you in private before people who would take advantage of you got exposed to your gift. I need somebody all over this room to just shout, I'm gifted. You didn't say it like you mean it. I need you to shout, I'm gifted. I didn't get my gift from Miles. I didn't get my gift from Yale. I didn't get my gift from my mama. I didn't get it from my daddy. What I got on the inside of me came from the Holy Spirit. And if the Holy Spirit gave it to me, it ain't a devil in hell or a hater on earth that can take what God got from me. They can lie on you, talk about you, leave you, break up with you, get back with you, and after you done crying, your gift still gonna be there.
Hello. Talk about it, baby. Talk about it. Let me tell y'all something. I had to open up the live with that one. Because God told me to. I had to open up the live with that one. I wanted to talk about a little bit about business. And the reason why I've been wanting to talk about business is because I see that a lot of people, are getting hit with like, oh, where's my order? Where's my order? Where's my order? So when you think it's just you going through that, where's my order? Oh, I ordered it on Saturday, but I didn't get nothing. Today is Wednesday. Like, what? And the reason why I say this is because Melody Hope from Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Marriage Huntsville, the lady that was married to Martell Hope, she runs 7th Avenue Beauty. So I was on her live, like a couple of days ago. I was on her live, and she did a whole TikTok, and she sold out or whatever. But she packages her own orders, and sometimes when she packages them, she be on live, right? So with that being said, she somebody jumped in the comments and said, yeah, I'm looking for my order. And she said, when did you order your order? She said, I made the order when you was on live on TikTok on Saturday. She said, well, baby, today is Wednesday. How will you think you're going to receive your order from Wednesday? You understand what it's Wednesday. You didn't even give it a full week. And you already talking about, where's my order? Where's my order? I didn't receive my order. Your people are crazy. And it's not only her experiencing it. Because somebody tried to test me the other day. Monday. Now, I know about all the parties that's coming up. I know all the birthdays. When you in a business like this and people are buying gifts for people, You get to know the birthdays. My elephant is a memory. Like it's like an elephant brain. So I remember people's birthdays now out the blue. Like, oh yeah, your birthday coming up. Yeah, you like pink and da, 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 da. I know all their favorite colors. Is this you just know everything about them. So the girl hit me up in my DM. She always orders from me. Not a problem. I know exactly who she is. Yeah, because I need the tall tumbler with the pearl handle and shades of pink for ah. So I'm thinking to myself, I know when the party is for this girl, which is, it was yesterday. She hit me up on what? Monday, Tuesday. The party was yesterday on Wednesday, right? So I said, what day you need it for? Meanwhile, I already know. Oh, I need it for Wednesday. I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. That tall tumbler have to be at least give me a week and a half. You're not the only one that ordered for that one individual. You're not the only one. And I have other orders that I'm making. Is this not that one individual's birthday? I don't just do birthdays. I do parties. I do all occasions. I do wine glasses for weddings and things. I do wedding decor. And like, you're not the only one ordering. Then she had the nerve now to deny you. She's another black owned business. So then she turns around once I said, no, you're not. You don't need that cup for that. You don't need that cup for that day. Because that's a tall 20-ounce tumbler. No, you don't. It's not one of these. This one is going out tomorrow. It's not one of these, though. You need the 20-ounce tumbler, the bougie tumbler with the handle. Are you crazy? That's two of these. You're bugging. So then I said, so no, you don't. She said, oh no, you can make it for Friday. I was just playing with you. I said to myself, she wasn't playing with you. She was trying to test you to see how fast you was going to make that tumbler and trying to play you at the same time. Because if you think I'm not that busy where I can just make your tumbler out the blue sky like that. No, this is not 5 years ago when my business was like brand new. This is like 5 years from now and I'm outside. Like rappers are getting my tumblers. We're not going to do that. And I say that with saying people are harassing people for their orders. I just ran into another guy. And he was talking about his clothing line. He does the waffle bags, the sweaters, and he has a clothing brand. He went live this morning because when you have a business or whatever, and the way his business is set up, the person wanted their $20 back because they didn't receive their order. Remind you, they just made the order last week. Now, remind you, if you look at this man's lives, he does beautiful work. He customizes the sweaters. Each sweater is customized. You're not the only one that's ordering the sweater. His sweaters don't been on the news. Like, what you think? Like, I don't understand people in their patience for some of our small businesses. Would you go to Louis Vuitton and ask them what happened to your order? Yeah, because here's the thing. If you're ordering something special and it ain't from the flagship stores or whatever, are you going to call them? Because ain't they bags made out there? Where Trump just said he's raising the thrift out there. But are you calling them? No, you don't want to call Louis. No, because you don't even know who Louis is. You don't even know who Louis is. But you want to harass the small businesses and the people that you do know. You want to harass us. The people that you see in your face online, putting out the product, you see what's going on, you see it's been upscale in product, you're looking at our lives, but yet you feel like you're the only one that orders something. And I'm not trying to say, oh, because we have an upscale in the market and our clientele is boosting up and we gonna lack on orders. No, I'm not trying to say nobody's lacking on orders. What I'm trying to say is be patient when it comes to us and y'all orders, because if you ordered on Saturday, why do you think your order's gonna be at your house on Wednesday? Here's the thing about that. Let's just say I put out your order You ordered on Saturday. I took it to the post office on Monday. You know he messing with the post office people too, right? He don't. I did a real. He don't got rid of a lot of employees at the post office. So now let's think about how fast you think you're gonna get your order now. I don't care if you did put the extra money on, even if, let's just say she put a rush order and put money on the rush order for your order to get to your house at a certain time. It's not even guaranteed no more because he don't fire and he's firing everybody. Here's the thing. So now he's messing with Amazon. So now, that's why I did the reel on Amazon yesterday. Because you know, Amazon, like when I build my store on Amazon, I'm gonna be sending out my own orders. Yeah, you can order through Amazon to get to me, but I'm gonna still be sending them out from me. Now, get this. If let's just say I lived in China, you would never get your order. He's already said it. He's already told Amazon that we are not sending out no orders from China. Now, how you gonna tell another company what they gonna do with their company? This is what he's doing. And this is why I felt like I had to have the live this morning. Lord, I don't put glue on here and forgot all about it. And this glue dries fast too. But my thing is, there's no way in the world y'all think y'all gonna receive y'all orders. Yes, y'all gonna get y'all orders on time. What I'm saying is y'all have to be a little patient. There's no way in the world y'all don't see what's going on. Now, us as sellers, we have to now make sure that we're not ordering nothing. Like I make cups. I make all types of cups. I deal with different companies. A lot of them are mostly on Amazon. So now what I have to do is do my due diligence and go and make sure the cups are not coming from China. Because if the cups is coming from China, yeah, I ordered through Amazon, but that don't mean I'm not gonna get my cups. They're gonna tell me that they can't send me my cups just because it's coming from China. So now you have to, as a seller of anything and you're getting your stuff from China, you have to now do your due diligence now. You understand what I'm saying? You know who's about to get hit real hard too? See, Amazon gonna get hit, but not as hard as Temu. Not as hard as Shein. All of those are China-based companies. They're about to get hit, especially Shein. I don't know what they about to do. I don't really know what they about to do. Because here's the thing. They're based in China, so that means nothing is gonna. Nobody's getting their order from Shein. Nobody. Temu. Nobody. No. Nothing. Because we have this leader in effect right now. So now, nobody is gonna get their orders on time from Shein and Temu because you want to do this whole thrift thing. So basically, all the small businesses and businesses like Temu and them, small and big, is about to be affected. I'm not going to just say small businesses. Small and big businesses is about to be affected. And he don't even care. He's not worried. He don't have a care in the world. He don't care. This man is in office. He does not care. He says, I have a goal, and he's doing whatever he wants to do. And if he can explain it to you, he will on the back end. But to me, this is not good for our people. We got to pay for that on the back end. We're going to have to pay for everything that's going up. And I don't think people realize that. Oh, deport the immigrants, do this, do that, do this, do that. Y'all going to deport the immigrants, and then guess what? Who's going to do the farming? Because I don't see nobody filling out no application to go pick no strawberries. I don't see it. I don't see nobody out there picking no collard greens. I don't see it. I don't see nobody out there going in the chicken coop, going to get those eggs that's real high priced right now. I don't see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to say, get rid of this person, get rid of that person. But when you say get rid of this person, get rid of that person, you got to be prepared to step in there. And a lot of these people that say, oh, it's too much going on in New York City, and I'm based in New York City, And I feel like they wasn't ready. Y'all feeling the aftermath. A lot of these stores is not gonna have what you need because y'all talking about get rid of this one and get rid of that one. If Felipe had a good record and Felipe is paying his taxes, let Felipe do his job. Like that's just how I feel. Let Felipe do his job. Leave Felipe alone. Leave him alone. But they sitting up there, they deporting everybody, they doing this, they deporting people on accident. Now, how you deport a whole person on accident? And then when you deport the person on accident, allegedly, because everything is alleged now. Everything. Let me put this down. Let me put this down. Because this is not gonna aggravate me. Yeah. It's crazy right now. It's crazy. How is it that you're gonna want us to pay for it, and then everybody is immigrants? Oh, let's send them back. But your mayor for New York City, Adams, I don't like how he flip flops. I'm gonna keep it real. I never really liked him anyway, because first of all, you was a cop and you had a whole lot to do with that whole Central Park 5 thing, allegedly, and then come to find out them boys didn't even do it. They spent all those years in jail, and people feel like because you throw money at somebody, that everything's gonna be okay once you throw money at people. Oh, we killed your we aimed your family member by accident. Oh, throw money at it. Oh, we did this by accident. Oh, throw money at it. I don't like things like that. I know New York has a whole slew of lawsuits that's coming from the cops alone. It is what it is. But Mayor Adams is the one that brought all these immigrants here. And now that Trump is in office, now you want to send them back like you don't even know where they came from. Now, a lot of states was sending the immigrants back. Like, the mayors, like, okay, y'all came on the bus. Okay, get back on the bus. Y'all can't stay here. No, but New York City, being greedy, was acting like they wasn't accepting the immigrants when they was. You wake up wee hours of the night, half of your school got immigrants in there, and they acting like they don't know how they got there. No, you brought them in there overnight off the bus. Like, what are you talking about? You snuck them on the other side of the school, and now our kids can't use the school because y'all don't stuck immigrants in the school, and now y'all housing them. Oh, but now that you don't spend 6.9 billion, would it be $1 billion on immigrants, and then Trump comes in what? A year later, 2 years later, and puts them back on and sends them back wherever they came from. So that was money that you just felt like you can spend because it didn't come out your pocket. It's so many things happening in the world. It is really sad. Like I just told my friend, I try to set my algorithm up. You can set your algorithm up. People don't know about that. I'm talking about as far as like reels and all that. Once I see a bad reel, I come up out that. And then I go back to reels. Because if I'm on a decorating reel, I scroll past 2 reels that's decorating reels. Then all of a sudden I see the whole thing that's going on in DR. I don't want to see that. That is depressing. I pray for DR and everything of the situation, but that club and everything was weird. That whole collapsing of it was weird. Right. Exactly. But he was giving our money away like it was okay. He was giving it away like it was okay for him to do. And if you notice this year, tax season is real quiet. I've never seen a tax season so quiet in my life. I don't see a lot of the things that you used to see on the internet. I don't see a lot of that. Everybody's real quiet this tax season. And I've noticed for the past couple of years, they've been getting quieter and quieter and quieter. It's sad. And then you do these you listen to these press conferences, and then you be like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, so you doing all of this for what now? We got to pay for this, though. You messing with Canada and trying to get Canada to become a state. How, Sway? Canada is their own little thing. How are you trying to get Canada to become something? Like what? They are independent. They don't want to be a part of this shit show. Yeah. 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 And everybody want to boycott this and boycott that, and I get it. I get it. Boycott this. Target has hit a career low. They don't see a lot of foot traffic since people started boycotting them. Why are we not boycotting Walmart? Why I don't hear about them losing no money? Especially brown people. You shouldn't even go in there. I'm sorry. You have to find you another store to go to. Because it's no way I can walk up in Walmart, get a cart full of stuff, spend my money, and on a walkout be harassed. No, ma'am. Not me. Nope. I'm not doing it. Put the cart back in, and I'm going to prove to you I paid for it, and now I want my money back. Yeah, y'all put the cart back. I want everything on this receipt. I want all of my coin put back in my pocketbook. Is you harassing us, but yet you need our money? But yet he's going up on, none of this makes no sense. But yet y'all hurried up and boycotted Target. I've never got harassed coming in and out of Target. Never. I actually used to work security in a Target. I've never got harassed coming in and out of no Target. But Walmart, I would never step foot in a Walmart. Never. That's like the young girls that got harassed and H&M. The young lady, the sales lady was like, no, we just not going to serve y'all. You have to leave. But that's the crazy part. They making it seem like that's the law. You got to show your receipt. Now, when I used to work in security, and I used to work for the Target in Lower Manhattan, and that Target used to be in the train station. And here's the thing. That Target is still, it was connected to the train station. Like if you go downstairs, you can leave out and go straight in the train station. So my job was to check receipts. Here's the thing. You checking your receipt and you highlighting it. And then you giving it back. That's it. You're looking at the receipt. You don't have to look at everything in the bag. As long as they got a receipt, you put your little highlighter across it and go. That's what I used to do. I never held people up at the door unless I seen something that was not right. Or let somebody say, well, stop that person at the door because we've seen them in aisle 3 and they look like they put something in their pocketbook. Like, what? And people do stuff like that. People will go and pay, and this is why I don't understand why self-checkout became a thing. Yeah. And that was private security. Now, the Target still have their little private security, but then they have their in-house security too. See, I was one of their private security, which they would get my company and hire us to do security inside of their store. I never went through all that. I never had a problem with being a security guard. Never. Thank God. I never had a problem in no store when I was being a security guard. Never. Never. And I was getting paid a lot of money. A lot of money. So I don't understand why it be the people that work at the store that be harassing the people. It don't even be the regular security guard. They harass you before the security guard even come into play. Self-checkout should have never been a thing. Now I've noticed the companies spending money again on things that they shouldn't even have in their store. Because my thing is like the store on my block, Food Bazaar. If y'all had a problem with thieves coming in y'all store before and stealing, y'all got a whole wall with all these pictures of thieves. Why did y'all do self-checkout? Why did y'all do that? Why? Why do y'all have a whole unit for self-checkout? And then they harass who they want to harass at the self-checkout. Oh, swipe this like this. I got like 5 little pieces. I don't need help. I think you need to. I'm telling you, I was in the store and I said, oh Lord, just to get out the store, let me just go through self checkout. The lady next to me had a whole shop, like a shopping cart full of stuff. I had like 5 little pieces. I said, okay, you over here harassing me. She need your help. She's asking you for your help because she doesn't know how to do the self checkout. But and yet, because you see me, darker tone, you want to harass me. I said, ma'am, baby. I could tell her. I said, baby, if you really knew who I was, like, if I was still working here, I'd probably be your supervisor. Stop it. Yeah, I had many jobs. And working in a deli at a big store was one of them. I was the manager running the meat department. I said, girl, I don't want this job, baby. I said, but do you want your job? I asked her, do you want your job? I said, because you harassing me, I didn't ask for your help. She needs your help. But you so thirsty to make it seem like you're doing your job. Go over there and do your job. The lady said, I need your help with something, and you're harassing her. I said, thank you. You slide over there, and you still looking at me. You're not even paying attention to her. You over there with her, but you paying attention to me still. I said, girl, I could probably buy the whole aisle in the store. Please don't play with me. I'm not that girl. Supervisor comes over there. The owner of the store comes over there and says, Eve, what's going on? I said, say my name again. Say it again. He said, Eve. I said, why is your employee harassing me? Like I'm not from. I'm going to need you to tell her that everybody doesn't steal. Everybody don't steal. He turned right around to her and said, listen, she used to work in this store before we bought it. She know where everything is at in this store. I said, and he said to her, he said, you have to watch who you're dealing with. If she didn't give you no indication that she was going to steal anything, you shouldn't even been on her back like that. He said, I watched you. That's why I came down. I watched you from the booth harass her. And it didn't make no sense. And he really got on her. I said, thank you, Lee. And walked out because I knew the owner. You don't know me. Girl, I run 3 businesses and working on the 4th. You need a job. Because you might need a job when all of this is over. You may need a job. So the owner was like, okay, Eve, you have a nice day. I said, you too, Lee. And kept it moving. But I'm not never going into Walmart. I'm never going into Walmart. Never. I can't, Philip, I'm telling you. These stores be on your back about little things. How do you need my money, but yet you're on my back? Hurry up and buy. That saying is a thing. It just wasn't in Minister Society. It's a thing. It's a thing. They really be saying these things to you. Hurry up and what are you buying? First of all, pause. Who are you talking to? Why are we here? What is going on? And a lot of my stores that I go into, like the decoration store I went into yesterday, the Africans own it. Nice big decoration store. You can get anything for all occasions in that store. They know me on the walk-in. Hi, Eve. How you doing? Oh, hi, Adam. What's up? Where's your brother? How he been? Oh, he went back to Africa? These are the conversations that I have when I walk in stores. Because the presence, when I walk in these stores, they just know me. Okay. Another lady comes in the store, but they busy doing stock and all that. So I heard her say, oh, where's such and such? Me and my big mouth, I did my short and my reel and I uploaded it to YouTube. As it's uploading to YouTube, I answers the lady from another aisle. Oh, it's in aisle 3, shelf 2. Go to the dot. Adam says, thank you, Eve. You really need a job here. I said, I do, but I don't got the time. I could have been worked there. I don't have the time. If I know where something is at, and I know the owners of the store, and I can answer the question, I'm going to answer the question before I realize I've answered the question. Here's the thing. That's good customer service And I don't even work there. I don't work there. I'm a customer there. I'm there every time. Every month, sometimes every week, I am in that store. Beauty supply stores, the same thing. Muhammad, hey Eve, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I answer questions. I get a lot of clientele just by answering questions. I get a lot of customers just on answering questions inside of somebody else's store. If I'm in a beauty supply store, they ask me about a beauty supply product, and Muhammad and them will say, "Oh, that's Eve. Eve is a hairstylist. She would answer that question about the product that you have in your hand better than I can. Just tell her what you're trying to use it for." And I will run it down. I will stay in a store longer than what I should, and I just came in there for shampoo. But I don't got 4 clients. I don't got appointment dates. And now I'm telling everybody what they need in the store. Oh no, grab that bundle because that's not real hair. That's got synthetic fibers. That's gonna do that, and you're not gonna. It's not gonna last long. But if you get this right here, you can get this and this and this and that, and then you good. I answer questions I shouldn't have to answer. I answer questions in every store. A dollar store, a beauty supply store, a supermarket. If I know the store, and I know a lot of stores, even down to the Dunkin' Donuts, I'm in there giving customer service like I work there. People will ask me if I like when I got my Dunkin' Donuts drink the other day. The girl said, "What is that? Is that even on the menu?" I said, "It's on the menu, but you just gotta find it. But this is the such and such and the such and such, and they got such and such in it, and they made it like this and this and this and that and the third." They was looking behind the counter like, and the lady looked at them. She looked at them. They was like, "Yeah, she's right. That's how we made it." And you know what she did? Changed her order. She was getting this. Now she's getting this. It's all about respect. And the way that they about to go coffee beans. Speaking of coffee. See, this is what I'm saying. All of that's getting ready to go up because Trump is in office. I don't even be wanting to say his name. I'm mad I just said it just now. I cannot believe this is the same man that I used to watch on Apprentice and like it. I used to love every week watching Apprentice on Channel 4 NBC. Loved it. I loved it. Now it's like this the same person? Did they switch him and his wig? Like I can't. He's going to make it harder for all businesses. So if big businesses like Shein and Temu is getting hit, could you imagine what the small businesses is about to get hit with? Especially the beginner businesses like me. To me, I'm still in my beginner stage, even though it's been 4 to 5 years. No. To me, your business is still in the red until you're able to flip a profit. You understand? People don't understand that. People be like, "Oh, I got a little profit. Let me go outside and spend this money." No. Hygiene. No. It's not time to go spend the money. It's time to take half that money, pay your bills, and flip the other half back into your business. It's not time to go pop Don Julio. You don't know Don or Julio. And half that's fake. You don't know them. Put that down. Go grab you some Tito's. It's organic. And it's real. Like, what's wrong with you? Matter of fact, don't even go outside. Right. It's crazy. Good morning. It's crazy. It's crazy. So now you're about to you hit Amazon, you hitting Shein, you hitting Temu, you don't hit the whole China. So whatever business, whatever supplies you got coming out of China, here's the thing, a lot of hair products come out of China. Hair bundles come from China. And I'm going to tell you this. Because you hitting, see, he knows what he's doing. You hitting the U.S. Postal Service. Let's just say I get on WhatsApp app and I call the business in China to send me some bundles, it got to go through the U.S. Postal Service. You really think I'm going to get my order? Exactly. Getting money and going in the house. It's this weird. Like, he's hitting everything. Even if I talk to the businesses in China on WhatsApp at one-on-one FaceTime, he's still in my business. He's still the middleman in my business. You can try to cut out the middleman as much as possible with these businesses. There's no cutting out the middleman when the middleman sits in the White House and he's doing this. Oh, cut this, do that, this. Oh, get out. He's on some get down or lay down. Oh, you don't want to do now the whole TikTok thing is up in the air again. And I feel like TikTok is only up in the air because they don't want us to know a lot of things that TikTok got going on over there. A lot of small businesses is on TikTok. Please understand that. He don't like that. They don't like us getting money like that. Please be clear. A lot of these businesses, these small businesses, was built in the pandemic. They don't like the fact that people are really getting money over there on TikTok. Is you crazy? Oh no, we gotta get rid of TikTok. And then TikTok is telling everything about the military, the food, the this, the that. They don't like it. They don't like that. They are basically warning us about what's going on before it even hit the news. And some of the time, the things that's on TikTok don't hit the news. And that's why they want TikTok out of here. Plus, give you another fair one. TikTok Shop make more money than Facebook and Instagram and those people. They're giving Amazon a run for their money. So when Jeff says, I'm going to put in a call if I can see I can buy TikTok, I knew that deal was coming. Anybody that's watching what's going on knows that Jeff is the head of and the birth father of Amazon. Of course he's going to go try to buy TikTok if TikTok is giving him a run for his money. Duh. Big shark, little shark. Let's see who's going to get TikTok. I'm surprised Mark Zuckerberg ain't try to jump in there and try to buy TikTok. I'm surprised Elon ain't try to buy TikTok. No, you too busy messing up Twitter, calling it X, and losing money in them stupid ass trucks. Talk about it. Trucks that I don't understand why y'all went out and bought. Y'all follow too many trends. All the rappers had the trucks. Y'all had to go get the trucks too. That's crazy. I'm never following trends like that. That is dumb. And then, of course, all the rappers went and got it because they knew half of y'all was going to want it once all the rappers went and got it. Now, y'all getting harassed in y'all fancy, ugly trucks. Fancy, ugly trucks. Y'all getting harassed. People are burning them trucks and doing all of the things because the owner of the truck. Now, Elon, you want to be all running the White House, sitting up there with Trump. You losing money just by standing next to Trump. You are losing money. People don't even like you. They barely like you then. Your spaceships don't even go to the moon. They fly halfway and they blow up allegedly. And man, listen, get that together. Sometimes some people, just because you rich, that don't mean you don't need to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And I'm not talking about your financial lane. I'm talking about your business development lane. Stay there. If you build spaceships and make cars and do this and do that, nobody asks you to come over here and be over here with Trump and the old Dodge thing. Oh, now I'm losing money and he's losing stocks. Stocks is dropping like crazy. Elon has lost billions and zillions of dollars messing with Trump. Trump ain't even been in office a whole year yet. And Elon has lost money. And then Trump gets on the news and says, oh yeah, I bought me a Tesla truck because I'm trying to support my friend. So you bought one truck? One. They burning up billions of trucks. So you bought one to sit on the White House front lawn One, that's not going to help him financially. If he's losing billions of dollars in stock just by standing there with you and the whole Dodge thing of it all, now he's trying to dodge back over there and go back into hiding. Some people just need to stay in hiding. Stay in your lane. If you build cars and trucks and you into technology, stay over there. Nobody asked you to go over there with Trump. No, because y'all need allies. They need allies. So now it's like, oh, you rich, I'm rich, let's do rich things. Like, no. Because now you messing with us and our businesses and everything that we got going on. The mom and pop stores, the grocery stores. Y'all go in these stores, the groceries don't even be grocery in no more. The cabbage look crazy. Like, how the cabbage already look like you cooked it? Why? Why is the lettuce looking like that? Oh no, because you deported Felipe. Now Felipe can't even pick lettuce and we don't got nobody to pick the lettuce and keep the farms going because you got him deported. It doesn't, nothing about this makes no sense. Y'all might as well go on a diet. And don't eat the lettuce. Shit, you can barely eat the fruit, allegedly. I'm just saying. Fruit is not fruiting. Vegetables is not vegetabling. The groceries is not grocerying. And then eggs is high. I'm getting ready to go get me a chicken. It's a whole nother form to say, oh, I'm going to go get me a bird. Bird in New York City was a whole nother movement. Now, for real, you really need a bird. Like, I'm going to go get me a chicken. Because eggs is not egging no more. And these are the things that they don't want y'all to see on TikTok. Eggs is not egging the way they used to be back in the day. $17, $30 for freaking eggs. Eggs? I might as well go get me a bird. And then let him hatch me a couple of eggs. In a minute, somebody gonna do that in the hood, and they gonna be selling eggs. I'm telling y'all, things happen out here. I would do something like that. I will go get me a bird, keep him in a nice size cage, and start selling eggs. It's crazy. This is what they want us to do. They want us to be struggling. They want us to go through all of the things that those foreign countries go through, those third world countries go through. They want to turn New York into a third world country. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. This is my opinion. It's coming out of my mouth. Everything is alleged because you won't be coming after me because I got orders to take care of. I don't have time to go to jail unless I'm selling cups over there to the CEO. I don't got time to be playing with y'all in jail. This is not the time to go to jail. This is not it. This is not time to sit anywhere. Go sit down and save your money. If you got a small business, do what you got to do when it comes to your small business and do your research. And if a lot of your stuff comes from China, I suggest that you get into a familiar space. I don't know how you're going to get your orders, but it's time for you to figure out where to get that product from and see if somebody else sell it other than China, because you're not going to get the product. That's what I'm here to tell y'all. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I'm just here to tell y'all what because it does not make no sense. A lot of things come from China. And I understand Trump when he says, why does everything have to come? I get it. I get that. But why you wasn't doing that when you was in office the first time? The timing of all of this is crazy. Y'all don't think that? Think about the timing of it all. When he was in office, then the whole C-19 of the situation happened. He was blaming everything on them. Oh, it came from over there, allegedly. And now we have a couple of years later, he's back in office, even though he got impeached like I don't know how many times. But I never seen a president be impeached so many times and be right back in office doing what he's doing. And I'm with Obama. If I would have did this, y'all would have my head. And he's not lying. That black man ain't never lied. If Obama did half the things or one of the things Trump is doing right now, it would be a problem. Y'all know it. I know it. We all know it. But because he's him, he gets to do whatever he want to do. He's running it like a dictatorship. You over there messing with Canada. Do y'all know Canada runs a lot of the electricity? Y'all know that? You over there messing with Canada. Y'all. So when your lights go out and you pay your bill, yeah. When you look out your window, the whole city is because you're over there messing with Canada. Leave people alone. It's a way to do things. Is what I'm trying to say. It's a way to do things to where you don't have to make it on the people solely. I understand that a lot of things have to go up because he's trying to change things. I get it. But who are the ones reaping the benefits off of this stuff? Rich people. Rich people. Because that's all I see. Those are the only ones that's not really, really complaining like that. The only one that complained was Elon. Now, I see where a lot of people saying that their stocks is dropping and all of the things, and that's to be expected. But at the end of the day, it's get ready to get crazy. Y'all think it's a joke, and that's why I be looking at people going to all these bars in New York City. It's okay to live your life. But when you got people running the numbers and they telling you, listen to this. This is what he would have did.
4% tariffs in China are not enough. I'm advocating 400%. I do business in China. They don't play by the rules. They've been in the WTO for decades. They have never abided by any of the rules they agreed to when they came in for decades. They cheat, they steal IP. I can't litigate in their courts. They take product, technology, they steal it, they manufacture it, sell it back here. Never has an administration. 400% tariffs? What would that look like? Xi on an airplane to Washington to level the playing field. This is not about tariffs anymore. Nobody has taken on China yet, not the Europeans, no administration for decades. As someone who actually does business there, I've had enough. I speak for millions of Americans who have IP that have been stolen by the Chinese. I have nothing against the Chinese people. They brought great literacy, art, and tech to the world. The government cheats and steals, and finally, an administration, you may not like Trump, you may not like his style or his rhetoric, finally, an administration that puts up and says enough.
So he agrees. He agrees with everything he's doing. He don't, but he's rich. Sitting in the chair on TV, agreeing with basically what Trump is doing. Like I said, I agree on some of the stuff that he's doing, but it falls on us. It falls on us all the time.
Trump cave. He just announced a 90-day pause on new tariffs, except for China, which he raised to 125%. But it, of course, comes on the other side of posturing we've seen from him and the U.S. government, essentially saying the opposite, that they weren't going to back down on tariffs in any way. Now, during this 90-day pause, we're going to see a reciprocal tariff rate of about 10%. And I've been emphasizing new tariffs because some of the old ones in place will likely stay in place. But President Trump is insisting this was part of the plan all along, to get Beijing to the negotiating table, for example. And U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent essentially saying the same thing, that they're going to use this 90-day pause to negotiate better trade deals, including with U.S. allies. What do you think? Did Trump cave? He just announced a 90-day pause on new tariffs.
That's
Did
crazy.
Trump cave? He just
That's crazy.
announced a 90-day pause on new tariffs.
But again, it falls back on us. It falls back on us all the time. It's going to fall back on us at all times. Listen to this about the coffee. Coffee is crazy. Coffee is about to go up.
Coffee beans, raw coffee beans from Honduras. And unless something gives, this right here is the last delivery before those coffee beans see a 10% increase due to these new tariffs.
Unfortunately, it just means that like your cup of coffee as a consumer and maybe your 12-ounce coffee bag you buy at a grocery store, it's going to be more expensive and we're all going to pay the price for it.
But here's the problem. The USDA forecasts we'll consume nearly 3 billion pounds of coffee beans, yet only 1% of it can be sourced domestically. That's according to the nation's largest trade organization. Experts tell CNN there's simply no way we can just grow more coffee here in the United States. We have to import.
Everyone's just kind of like, what's going on right now? Like, this is kind of crazy, and we're all just sort of trying to figure it out together. It's definitely not helping Coffee Man or helping the coffee industry as a whole.
The Trump administration would argue that this is a good thing, so more things are made in America. What do you say to that?
That's nice in theory, except that coffee can't really be grown in America. So it's like, I wish they maybe had thought that through, and there could be some exceptions for coffee.
So you're looking at about 1,300 pounds or so.
So now, Starbucks, Dunkin', because they don't grow coffee beans in America. They don't. There's no way to do it. So now coffee is going to go up. So that means your $8 coffee is probably going to be like $10.50. Yeah, one cup. You might as well go to the supermarket, get your little Keurig, and make your own coffee. Yeah, because it's going up. It's going up. And guess what else is going up? Olive oil. Let's get right to it. Olive oil is going up too.
This Italian-produced olive oil made in the Tuscan region. It's products like this that will be affected by U.S. tariffs announced by President Trump. But it won't be consumers who are affected, at least not yet. It will be production lines that are hit hardest. Extra virgin olive oil producers export about 100,000 tons to the U.S. each year, and the U.S. is Italy's third largest trading partner. Products like Parma ham turn a multi-million-dollar business a year, now subject to 20% tariffs. These extra costs are likely to be handed down to the consumers in the long run, eventually even here in Italy. Producers are worried that if exports to the U.S. slow down due to a lack of demand for made-in-Italy products, they will have to make cuts. And that could mean a drop in supply, even here in Italy, meaning shelves like this could soon be bare. The U.S. is the second largest.
Everything is fitting to go up. Everything. And it's really sad. It really is sad. It really is. Now listen to these people talk about their stocks. Why is it not cutting on?
Elon Musk down 135 billion. Mark Zuckerberg down 30 billion. But forget these billionaires. What about you?
They put me in Tesla, which at the time seemed like, oh yeah, electric cars. Something's got to happen or I'm going to be living in my car.
I think it will go back up. I hope I'll be around. If not, my granddaughter will get nothing when I die.
Should I just bury my money in the
When
ground?
people say it's never been as bad as now, where the hell were they? Do they know their history? How can you say this is the worst thing we've ever had? These were much worse at different
I
times.
don't have enough money in my bank to pay my bills.
My age, I'm 80 years old. When I see things will get back.
There's skyscrapers, right?
Tariffs?
Yeah, they are skyscrapers.
Have you lost any money?
More than $500,000.
6 figures.
How are you feeling about
3 days. I'm pissed off.
Scared shitless.
Elon Musk down 135 billion. Mark Zuckerberg down 30 billion. But forget these billionaires.
I'm just telling y'all, it's about to get crazy. So my whole moral of this whole live is, if you have a small business, just be easy with ordering stuff and figuring out where your product is coming from to make your product. If you are ordering supplies through Amazon, start ordering things early. I've experienced it yesterday. I've experienced one day when I ordered something from Amazon, I ordered a whole shipment of cups, a shipment of a lot of things. And it went from, oh, it was going to be here on Tuesday, and then they pushed it back to Thursday. The whole order. The whole order. Not one thing out the order. The whole order was pushed back to Thursday. So everybody is experiencing some type of downside when it comes to this whole thing. So if I make cups, thank God none of my cups come from China. But if you have any supplies that helps your small business run, I feel like you have to start doing your inventory a little bit early. I already experienced it. Once they pushed my whole order back, I needed a cup, a black cup that went out yesterday. I needed a black cup. I had to go on Amazon in the wee hours of the morning and order me another cup to get overnighted to me of that one color because they pushed back that whole order with the cup. The color was in that box. So I had to order a cup overnight. So you got to do your due diligence and stay on top of your orders. Just because it's telling you it's coming one day, keep track of your orders. I'm telling you, especially if you feel like you need it for that day or you need that supply, or like again, start ordering your supplies earlier so you can be on time with your orders with your customers, is what I'm trying to say. And customers, please have patience when it comes to these businesses because we are experiencing that's a lot going on. We are feeling it already. We are already feeling it. I would have never had to order that cup and pay extra shipping on it for me to get it early in the morning. I got that cup, and if I didn't get up and order that cup at that time, my client would have been out of a cup for yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want to miss out on no orders. So I'm staying on top of my orders when it comes to like Amazon. A lot of my stuff come from Amazon. So I stay on top of those orders. So my supply and demand, my customers won't feel it. I'm still shipping out cups. I'm still doing free shipping and handling. If for some reason I have to go up on the, if I have to put a price to the shipping and handling, everybody will know in a timely manner. But so far, I'm blessed and gifted and highly favored. So I'm trying to not even put a shipping and handling on the orders that's going out. It depends on where it's going and how much is it going to be. Then at that point, I'll ask for half of the money for the shipping and handling, and then I'll pay the other half like that. But right now, I'm good as far as business. Like I said, blessed and gifted and highly favored. But just be advised of everything that's going on. If you have a small business, start doing your Googles and seeing where your orders, your stuff is coming from exactly. Because you can order through Amazon, but then somebody can have a storefront based in China and your product is really coming from China and you thinking it's coming from the Amazon warehouse, and it's really not. It's really not. It's coming from China. So do your due diligence, hit your Googles, go down. You can find out exactly where your product, if you're ordering it, you can find out where it's from. All you have to do is go in the description, seeing where they shipping it from, and X, Y, and Z, and then you go from there. But I'm telling you, just look out for your orders. A lot of things is coming. This is your business live. I gotta go conduct business. My name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want a cup, you can order from Eve the Weave, EVE _DA _Weave, WEAVE. I have all cups. I do sneakers. I do all of the things. And you can just place your order there, or you can place your order in the comment section on my YouTube channel. I read all comments. I go through those things all the time. So listen, just do what you gotta do. Small businesses, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep thriving. Don't let the numbers scare you. It's more work. It's just more work, and it's okay. It's okay. To me, all of this is a learning experience for you to be a better business person. That's it. You know how they say things have trials and tribulations, and they have, things that you might have to go around and roadblocks and barriers? That's all this is. This is the strongest, the survival of the fittest, and who's going to survive and who's not. And if you're strong and you stand your ground with your business and you know what you're doing, you will survive. This is just a wave. Let's ride this out. Rotted to the wheels fall all the way off. My name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. I gotta go, YouTube. Please have a happy Thursday. Be safe.